Today, I'd like to take you through two examples of solving a three-variable system. So if you recall, we use substitution or elimination to solve a two-variable system. This time, we're going to have an x, y, and a z, so we need to know some steps for doing that. So I'm going to show you how to do elimination, and then I'd like to show you how to do substitution. So the first thing I do, because this can get very messy, is I like to label these equations A, B, and C. It doesn't matter which one you label, but we'll call the top A, B, and C, just like that. So then you pick two equations. You can pick A and B, A and C, or B and C, whichever your choice is. I always like to do AB first. So we're going to just go ahead and copy those equations as follows. So x plus 2y minus 3z equals 11. And we have 2x plus y minus 2z equals 9. So then your next step is you want to pick a variable to eliminate. So you can go with x's, y's, or z's. It does not matter. I think I'm going to do the x's today. So if I multiply this whole top row by -2, we'll get those x's to disappear. So I have -2x minus 4y plus 6 equals -22. And then we have positive 2x plus y minus, oops, I forgot my z here, 2z equals 9. And then we're just going to go ahead and add. So we get -3y, positive 4z, and -13. So what I like to do, because this is going to get pretty messy with lots of work, is I like to draw a box around my new answer. So the answer I got after I did my first round of elimination, I like to draw a box around it, that way I don't forget. The next step is pick two other equations. So you can either do A and C or B and C. I think I'm going to do B and C. And again, I just like to copy them down just to stay organized, to make sure I don't make a silly error somewhere. Now, when we do our elimination, we have to eliminate the same letter as we previously did in the other two equations. So since I got rid of x's up here, I need to get rid of x's in here. So you can't just pick whatever you want to eliminate. So I'm going to multiply the whole top row by -2. So I'll have 4x and then on the bottom, just copy it. And then add. So those are gone. You have positive y, positive 5z, and -2. And then I'm going to draw a box around that answer. So the last step up here says you want to take your two boxed answers, and now you can actually solve that system by elimination one more time. So we have -3y, 4z, and -13. And we have positive 1y, positive 5z, and -2. And now you treat it just like an old problem because there's only two variables. So I think I'm just going to multiply this whole bottom row by 3. So that would change this to 3, 15, and -6. And we'll see how that works out for us. So those are gone. We have 19z, -19. So finally we have an answer. Z is -1. So I'll circle that answer because that's actually final answer. And then as always, we need to go back and figure out our y and our x. So you just want to be careful. You need to plug into an equation that only has two variables. If you plug it in back here, you don't know what x or y is, so you're going to get stuck. So I think I'll use this one right here. This nice pretty y plus 5z, -2 equation. So let's see, 5 times -1 is -5. And if I add that to here, I'll be be doing -2 plus 5, which is 3. So y equals 3. So I just did that part in my head. And now you can use any equation you want that has an x, y, and a z in. So I think I'll go back to the very beginning, maybe to this one. So 2y would be 6 and -3z. And we'll just simplify that a little bit. Let's see, 6 plus 3 is 9. All right, so x equals 2. And remember, you can always check your answers. If you go plug them in, substitute them into each equation, and you get a true statement every time, then that's the only solution. The only other catch is because there's 3 variables, sometimes you see your answers presented like this: x, y, and z. Truth be told, I'm fine if you leave your answers separated and you circle them, but in case you're ever doing multiple choice something, they'll probably present it in that format. So it's x, y, z, alphabetical order. So what I'll do is I'll end the video and then I'll make a separate video for a substitution method just because I realized that that was kind of a lengthy process.